What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a general channeled collective message. Okay, remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. Um, I'm going to start off by, kind of giving you guys the honorable mention signs from the collective, okay? Um, so you could either be a sun sign, which I'll, specify. Sun sign that I have are Scorpio, Aries, and Gemini, okay? So if you're in that collective and you are a sun sign, something in this message is for you, okay? Um, Capricorn and Virgo are other honorable mention signs. Capricorn, you possibly are a Capricorn or someone with Capricorn Venus placement, okay? Someone who has Capricorn in their birth chart, which is in the Venus placement, okay? And then Virgo, you are between a sun sign or someone with Virgo in their chart in the Venus placement as well. Okay, so as we know, Venus is surrounding love situations. Okay, and so, or movement in love, and so there's some love messages in here, quite dramatic. Okay, if you will. So just kind of giving you that heads up. Okay, so those are the honorable mention signs. So take what you will. Okay, so today's date is December 24th, 2023. Okay. I have just recently, as of yesterday, did some channel messages too. So 2 days worth of channel messages. Okay. So you can go on my channel and check the playlist or just go to the home. You'll see the most recent readings that have been posted. Okay. So to start, someone is dating an entertainer. Okay. I need you guys to be, the universe and the ancestors need you to be mindful of the questions that you answer. Okay. Someone is, kind of prying in, but in a very, very disguised way, in a sense. It's not someone who's, media or anything like that, but it just feels like a particular person that's in your inner circle seems to always, be there to listen to your troubles. Okay. The person that you're talking to, they may take what you say out of context, and it may reflect badly on your person, okay, on your partner. So be very mindful of what you say or how you say it, okay? You may sometimes, say something that's kind of in a joking way, but this person takes seriously. And so, especially like depending on your body language or whatever the case may be, but I'm feeling this energy that that person is literally getting paid for their gossip. Okay. So if it's something in particular that you say that's getting taken out of context, such as, for example, and this is just a random example, not if it fits, then run with it. Okay. But it's a situation of maybe like physical abuse or something like that, and maybe they you mentioned something about him grabbing on you or something like that, but it was really meant to be a playful situation and not so much about domestic violence. They will take it as domestic violence and they'll go and spew it around town and possibly get paid for it. Okay. Because they will be or have been considered a reliable source of finding out information. And so just be really mindful about what it is that you speak towards this person. Okay. So moving on from that, I am not placing any sign on these messages. Again, already stated that Scorpio, Aries, Virgo, Capricorn are in these honorable mentions. Okay. Capricorn, you have a Venus placement. You have Capricorn in your birth chart in Venus, and you have Virgo, either Virgo sun sign or in Venus placement. Okay, so you could be a Gemini and maybe you have Virgo in your Venus. Okay, so if you know your birth chart, go and check that out. Okay, so the next message, someone recently lost a grandparent and kind of got a sense of someone cleaning in a room that person previously lived in. Okay, maybe they stayed in that room, almost like a guest room or something like that in your house. But something was misplaced on a shelf. Okay, maybe something that they may be tethered to in a way. Maybe they touched or put something there, but you should take the time to look underneath a particular item on the shelf. Okay, especially if you're maybe boxing things up, take the time to really survey what you're picking up. Okay, the contents that are within, I'm feeling like it might be an envelope of some sort. The contents within this item or underneath this item are going to help, as there's something you're trying to solve. Okay, maybe something in particular tied to, family heirloom, or traveling of some sort. Just something in particular that you always maybe wanted to ask this particular grandparent, and never got the chance to, but something very significant to you. Okay, so definitely just pay attention to what you're cleaning and what you're touching. Don't just throw everything in a box and not look through. Okay, just really look thoroughly through things. Okay, there is something that will be very helpful to you. Okay, so that's that for that message. Not going to stay on each one of these long, trying to keep the general messages short and sweet as possible. Okay, this next message, someone's family tree is expanding. Okay, I'm feeling Aries has something to do with this particular message. The only reason why I say that is because previously, within the year or so, on the channel, you may want to go and refer to the ancestor word from the ancestor readings. Okay, particularly when I switched over to the emergency pyramid. Okay, that's as specific as I can get for you guys. Okay, I may have to even look for myself to see when I actually switched over to the pyramid from the Urban Tarot deck. Okay, but there is a reading I believe was specific to Aries or maybe Aquarius. Okay, as you two have a tendency of piggybacking off of each other, primarily because you both are in group 3, and Aquarius is usually before you, Aries. You're usually the last. Okay, so it may be somewhere in between those two. Okay, so go and check that out. You're either going to be meeting new family off top, or you're exploring your family history and you're going to end up learning a lot. Okay, so kind of pay attention for that, but you've kind of gotten into this notion of just wanting to know your family history, and there could be some things that really explain who you are, or where your family has come from over the years, that will kind of bring some solace to you. Okay, so that is for Aries in particular. That I will kind of be specific on, because that definitely is the feeling, the energy that I feel is from that particular collective. Okay, so last but not least, okay, like I said, a little bit of drama. And y'all know me, I don't do third party energy. Okay, if you've been watching me long enough, that's one of those things that I truly just do not like, third party energy. Okay, because it can get messy. All right. And so with this situation, there's a third party situation that involves a dispute between an ex and a new partner who is considering suing over some type of like punitive damages, if you will. Okay. Now, I'm not going to get into deep detail on what or how punitive damages can, be acquired or obtained through doing this, but somehow you're involved in it in the sense of maybe pursuing it. Okay. Now, that may be the case only because you're getting heated with or for on behalf of your person, based off of maybe wanting to stake claim to this person a little bit more so than you have been. But it could easily backfire, okay? Because also take into account that there are kids involved, and it causes a lot of drama, okay? Totally unnecessary. The partner should leave the situation and follow your intuition. This possibly before the situation got to the level that it is, you possibly already determined that there was going to be some kind of conflict. Okay. Follow your intuition. You were not wrong. Okay. Um, Getting involved in something with less than enough information to go upon can pull you into something that you can't get out of. Okay. And it makes it 10 times worse on everyone that's involved, especially when there are children involved. I don't feel like they're super young, but they're somewhere in between, maybe like under the age of 10 or at that age. And so they definitely will be more involved than what they need to be. Okay. So, in that type of situation, if your person has children and they have an ex, and there's a situation going on between the two of them, it's really up to them to come to some form of understanding. Um, your involvement should be little to few in the sense of just being very supportive, not really mediating that much, only in the sense of protecting the children at best. Okay. But I would definitely, if you were, if it's like early stages of your relationship, then, something that was already transpiring before you entered the connection with this person should have been handled well before. But obviously it was not. And you should possibly back out. It's never too late for you to say, you know what, I don't think this is really for me right now. Maybe you guys need to work on some things and figure it out and step away. Okay. I don't feel an energy of you like living together. But if someone's trying to quickly move things along within this connection, then you should be kind of concerned with that. Okay. That's just my opinion. Okay. You live your life the way you do. But obviously you've thought this through. Okay. So, again, with that being said, that is all that I have for these general channeled collective messages for today. Back on hiatus. Okay. Like I said, if you've been watching these last few days, spiritual vacation primary readings will be back in February. Okay. But until then, peace to you guys, and keep checking out the channel for your energy shout outs and these channeled readings. So happy holidays to you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.